Good morning, everybody. So, happy Mother's Day to all my mothers out there. I have a feeling there's quite a few of you. Have to put my lipstick on as always. I need it especially because today I did not put any makeup on. So we'll just go back here. Susan! Yay! I also have to put on my new accessory that I got this last week. So, I totally think it fits, don't you think? In fact, I wore this like all week. Well, from Wednesday till Sunday. And everybody kind of looked at us funny. I think on Sunday, they thought that we were mothers, so that's why we were wearing it. Or they thought that there was some sort of party, but no, it's just a crown of awesomeness. So I hope you guys like it. I think it fits. Good morning, Melinda and Sue and Robbie and Deb and Riva. Oh my gosh, it's so lovely to see all you guys. Hi, Laura. I am so happy to be seeing you guys today. It is a bright, sunny, happy day, and this is a fabulous week. It's going to be an insanely busy week for me, but it's going to be fabulous. I have lots of stuff going on. First of all, I was gone all week for a sort of leadership summit that I held with some friends of mine. I got back at 11 o'clock last night, and then let's see, today I'm working on getting my new catalogs ready to go because they came. Yay! So we're going to get those out in the mail. Probably it's going to take me a little while. Hi, Emily. It's going to take a little while to get those catalogs out because I have quite a few and I'm putting some fun stuff in them for you guys. But I also have a lot of people coming to help me, which I'm really excited about. I also have, let's see, it's my birthday this week. Yay! I'm going to be 29. I'm so excited. I can't believe I've almost hit my 30s. That's just amazing. How time flies. I'm also have my mom coming to visit because I'm having a garage sale. Now, I planned this right because I still am not allowed to lift anything over 10 pounds. So I am having this fabulous garage sale, but everybody else is going to have to do the heavy lifting for me. Pretty smart, wouldn't you say? I am not 29 again, Deb. This is the face of 29. So I'm really excited that you guys are joining me today. I'm going to try and keep this short. I know I say that and it never happens, but I am going to try and keep this short because I got to get those catalogs out. I really need to get those catalogs out. I really want you guys to get them in your hot little hands so you can just page through and soak in all the awesomeness. It's pretty fun. So yeah, oh, and my kids have a big concert on Sunday afternoon. So yes, I shall keep quite busy. Hi, Missy. Missy is a demonstrator friend of mine from the East Coast, and that woman has the most positive, cheerful, happy attitude of anyone I know in the face of this earth, and I love her to pieces. So I'm excited you're here, Missy. She is just wonderful. So, I have to tell you a little bit about my weekend. So I was with my friends in Wyoming. My friend Barb hosted us. We wanted to get together somewhere, and we were trying to go to, we were all going to meet up in Denver or something because we thought that would be smart. But then kind of after we looked at flights and everything and a hotel and eating out, and it got pretty spendy. Not to mention we were going to have to schlep all of our stuff to Denver so that we could stamp, because obviously there needs to be stamping. But we decided instead, Barb offered to host us at her house. It was amazing. I mean, amazing. She is so awesome. She took good care of us. We've met her family before, so it was really fun to see them. And she just She was so amazing. Oh my gosh. We actually have already invited ourselves back, so I hope she's ready for that. But she just was so gracious to have us at her house. She fed us. She took care of us. We got so much work done. So if you are on my team, you are going to be really excited about what we did, because a lot of what we did was for our team trainings. She, along with my good friend Kelly, we all share team, we share posting to our team pages and doing team trainings together to kind of divide up the workload between the three of us. And it's really awesome because when you're together in person, it is really helpful, and we get lots of, it's easier to bounce ideas off of one another than, you know, if you're typing back and forth and that kind of thing. And of course, some shenanigans do always somehow happen. So we had a really good time. I mean, a really good time. I can't remember working so hard and getting so much done and laughing till I cried every single day. It was kind of awesome. I was really grateful that I was I was healed enough to laugh as hard as I did, because oh my gosh, we really had a good time. And the funny thing is, we kind of had plans to do a little beverage consumption, but we really didn't because we were so busy doing other stuff. So I will show you, and if I, let's see, I think I'm, oh yeah, I do. So we made all these cards, a whole bunch of cards, using our new catalog pre-order stuff. So I'll give you a couple sneak peeks when I flip the camera to share with you, but we made some pretty awesome cards. I'm really excited about what we came up with. And I also got a bunch of card projects planned, because I'm really trying to stay ahead of myself on online classes, because I got a little teensy bit behind with my surgery, but I'm really excited about what we came up with. So I'll share a couple of those sneak peeks with you. We had so much fun though. And it was so beautiful because she lives kind of just nestled into some foothills of the I think they're Bighorn Mountains. It was just so beautiful. It was wonderful. Loved it. Had a great time. Can't wait to go back. I hope she's ready for us. I think her family enjoyed us being there. At least I hope they did. Okay. What else do I have to... Oh, so now I broke a world record in traveling we left on Wednesday. So are you prepared for this? I needed to pack light, obviously, because I can't lift things. And I was like really proud of myself. My checked bag weighed 9 pounds. 9 pounds. Can you even stand that? I mean, that is absolutely a world record in the women's division for sure. And I know that because Kelly's bag was like 58 pounds. And so she was over and I was way under. I thought maybe they should have just divided or added our 2 bags together and divided them, and then you have like one normal person. Not so. Anyway, I really think like I need some sort of world record for that, because how does that happen? It was really funny because Kelly goes, I didn't even wear half of what I brought, and I was like, I wore everything I brought. But it was really crazy. I know an empty suitcase weighs almost 9 pounds. I think the one I have is not very heavy, but I seriously did not bring much of anything because I wanted to be really careful about it. And I did pretty good. And my carry-on was a little heavier, but I could pull that and just it fit right under the seat, so I didn't have to lift it or anything. So that worked out. Because the carry-on had the important stuff, like my compression socks, which I will just tell you guys are super sexy, but they helped. And then also my computer and my catalog, because let's be honest, that's what's important. I wasn't going to check that catalog. Are you kidding me? No way. So anyway, in fact, I think the plane was the first time Kelly and I went through it like page by page, and I think that was the first time I did all the way through. And of course we rated everything and discussed what we thought was good and bad about every set, which is always fun. You got to do that with your bestie, right? Okay. Trying trying to think. I hope you guys had a nice Mother's Day. My family didn't really do anything, but they did leave the house clean and picked up when I got home, and that's actually pretty big. So that probably is really my Mother's Day gift, but I didn't even get a card. I didn't get a card, and do you know how many cards there are here in the classroom? They're available for purchase for $2. I don't know why they didn't shop my card collection. I mean, that's cheaper than going to Target. What's up with that? I guess when you don't come home till 11 o'clock, they kind of ignore that the day isn't completely devoted to you. So anyway, I hope you guys had a lovely Mother's Day if you're mothers out there. I know Robbie is going to be a mother pretty soon. She is preggers and she's just so adorable. She's got that just sweet, cute belly. Oh, I love it. She's adorable. I'm sure she's sick of being pregnant, but I know she's got a little ways to go yet. So you are adorable, Robbie, if you're watching. All right. So I think we should probably get stamping because otherwise I'm going to get off on some crazy tangent. But I had such a good time with my friends. I really just am very excited. I just can't even tell you. Oh, can you tell? Do I look refreshed? I'm just being silly. Okay, is the tiara too much? Is it? I mean, I don't want to get cocky or anything. But it was really funny because actually Kelly and I had a 4-hour layover in the Minneapolis airport last night, and we were sitting kind of at like a bar, you know, like a bar level thing, but it had plugins. That's why we picked it. And so we were plugged in, and we were facing like the people walking by. So we were watching people walk by back and forth, and we saw some interesting characters, I might add. But it was really funny because some people just kind of look at you like, really, with the crown? And then other people were like, wow, are you royalty? And it was always guys, like sweet little old men, business traveler men. It was kind of funny. We giggled. It was funny. Anyway, hi, Kathy. Kathy Miller. We Snapchatted you. You got to add me. We have been really silly with the Snapchat. I have to say, I really avoided it for a long time because I thought it was stupid. Because, well, it kind of is. But it's also totally hysterical, and they have these little voice changer things that are really funny, and then the like they add, like you probably saw, many of you saw the one I posted yesterday saying Happy Mother's Day on my business page. It's funny and it's stupid. It made us giggle a lot, actually a lot, like cry, because we were being silly. So anyway, so Kathy, you got to add me because I will totally snap you and you're going to love it. Okay, ready to stamp, guys? So I have a couple things planned and then we'll just see what happens because, you know, that's sometimes my best work. Okay. So I'm going to switch things down. Oops, I switched it before I moved it. See, that way you don't usually see all my stamping dirty laundry. Oh, well, I guess I should make some announcements. So first of all, today is Monday. It's a new week. It is also about the last week of retiring stamp sets being guaranteed to be in stock. So on May 22nd, I'm going to write this down for you. On May 22nd is the last day that the sets are guaranteed. And then after that, they are while supplies last. So don't miss out on that. I've had a few incidents myself over the years. Then soon, and I probably am going to say next week, but if I can get it done before that, I will. Next week, I'm going to post my product shares for the new catalog. There's going to be DSP, ribbon, and maybe embellishments. I'm still kind of questioning whether or not I need to do that, only because it's a lot of work. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be posted, and product shares are a great way to get a sample of everything. without having to spend like $500 to get it. So, like I said, these will be posted, and I will of course let you know on my Facebook page, as well as in my video next week, if they're live or what the status of them is. I don't think we're supposed to post these more than a week before the catalog goes live, so that's why I haven't done it yet. I have had them planned for quite a while, actually. I just don't think we're supposed to plan and accept orders for them before a certain date, ahead of time, if that makes sense. Okay, so then the new catalog goes live June 1st. Yay. And of course there will be all kinds of hoopla around that. I will also have a new color special, so watch for that. If you are a local person, I will also have a garage sale this week. My customers can preview it Thursday. And for those of you who live a little ways away, I'm going to just tell you it is worth the drive. Like, it is 100% worth the drive. I will have, I think, what can only be described as a ridiculous amount of stuff in my garage sale. It will fill my entire garage, and it will be spewing out the front, completely full of stamps and supplies, paper, all kinds of goodness. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. There will be amazing deals, so look for that. Now this week, if you use the host code, I should have this memorized by now, but I don't. XXWM76B4. I'm pretty sure that's what the host code is. It's on my blog. If you use that host code, it will be awesome for a free gift this week. FREE. Free gift. Now the other thing is, if you have not gotten on my Eastern Palace special, that will be, you can still do that. I will continue to offer that. Eastern Palace is still available. Still available. Use the same host code. It works no matter what. But now, let me come back to this garage sale, because I see people, and I know this is going to come. If I lived closer, I'd so come. I know. I totally know. My garage sale will be kind of amazing, and it will be worth the drive. Like, if you live anywhere in Iowa or in neighboring states even, I think it would be worth it. But if you are not, after my garage sale, I will have some options for people. I'm going to put together some things that will be amazing. And I should say I have not. I am still finalizing the details on that. But I think you guys who live way too far away will be able to enjoy the benefit of my garage sales too. So don't worry. My mission is to get rid of almost everything. So I can't wait to clean out. I usually have a garage sale every year, but I haven't had one in like 3 years now, just because my Stampin' Up! Trips keep coming at the wrong time, and then I just don't get to them. It's summer, the kids are out of school, you know how it is. So anyway, okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. I'm almost 100% sure. Could somebody even look for me on my blog? I know, how lame am I? I don't have my iPad down here, so I can't check, but on my blog, at the very top, it says what the host code, well, it's in every post, but if you could just verify that that's right, because I'd feel kind of lame if I gave you the wrong host code, because what kind of demonstrator would I be? But let me come back to product shares for just a second. Could I be any more ADD? I'm sorry. So these are the ribbons for the new in colors, okay? These, we'll just pull out Berry Burst, because this color is so awesome. Super crazy awesome. And if it looks like a couple of you guys are having trouble with signals, I will tell you that's not my end. It's probably your end. And I don't want to do the whole it's not you, it's me, or it's not me, it's you, or whatever, but it's you. Sorry. I recommend a couple of things. First of all, if you're having trouble, just watch it when I post it. I know it's fun to be live with me, obviously, but I will post it. Well, it'll be posted to the page immediately after, so you can just watch the replay, but also it'll get posted to my blog along with the photos of the cards I make and everything, links and whatnot, so you can check that out. But okay, are we looking at this ribbon with me right here? Because like, it's so pretty, and look at how thin it is. Like, the post office won't even freak out over this ribbon. Oh my gosh, I love it. Ooh, Pamela, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I have literally typed it out to people so many times. Like, how could I get this wrong? Let me get my ribbon scissors here. But like, can we just look at this for a second? This will be in my ribbon shares. Oh, oh. Okay, this ribbon rocks, okay? And P.S., this color rocks. This is Berry Burst, but it also comes in all the other colors. I keep trying to find the most visually appealing combination. That might be it. Or maybe like that. There we go. Oh, these colors are so pretty. Okay, so we played with these while we were at my friend Barb's house. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards to share with you. Okay, well, so this card, this is probably one of my favorites. This is with a new stamp set, and you know what? I don't even have the sets, so too bad. I can't even tell you. You still don't like the lime, Sue? I will convert you, I promise. Okay, so thank you. This card is with a really cute new set of framelits, and then this is the stamp set that goes with it, and the words are in the stamp set. It's adorable. It is so fun. I love it. And I love this color combination. So this is Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist, and Pool Party. Great color combination. So that's one of the cards I came up with. Another one. Okay, this one is kind of ridiculous. And I will do something with this at some point, but I thought I had used the ribbon somewhere. I guess not. Well, okay, so this card, this uses one of the little bows. These are well, I don't know what colors they're in. I don't have my catalog, so, oh my gosh. But anyway, so this is a little bow accent, and they're sticky, so they stick on there really nice, which is super cute. So this is one, okay, are you guys ready for this? Sit down. If you're not sitting down, be prepared, because I'm going to open it up, and then you're going to die. So this is the little piggy set, which I know, Sue, you're dying about. I won this, or no, maybe this was like an all attendee giveaway at the onstage that I went to, because that's, I believe, how I got them. You collect pigs, Tracy? That's funny. I've never heard of somebody collecting pigs. I assume you're talking about dead ones, not live ones. Or I shouldn't say dead ones. I should say like pig things, not dead pigs. I have a good friend who collects live pigs, but she's a pig farmer, so that's different. Okay, because they're live until they're dinner. I live in Iowa. Give me a break. Okay, so look at these wings with a little wink of Stella. Kind of fun, right? Okay, but here you go. Ready? Oh, that's the ribbon. How adorable is this? Oh my gosh, I love this card. Can I just say I love it? Oh my gosh. So we made a cute little ribbon skirt with our pig. Are you dying? I will demonstrate this at some point, but I'm not set up to do it right now, so I apologize, but I will show you how this came together at some point. Isn't this awesome? Oh my gosh. You can't contain yourself, Sue. Oh, I haven't had any coffee. In fact, Alexandra, this is just kind of how I am. I have had like a couple of sips out of my Diet Coke. I sort of quit Diet Coke, but then I kind of went back to it a little bit because but I've only had like this much out of here. So this is like uncaffeinated, unfiltered Dina. I am a little tired, but I don't know. That's just how I am. So anyway. Oh, that's good. Good. I don't do coffee. I wish I did, because then I could quit my Diet Coke habit. But I'd probably like the coffee that has like 500 calories in it because of all the stuff you add to it, which is not going to help me either. But anyway, Okay, so there's I'm only giving you a couple previews because I have a lot of awesome cards to share with you, but you're gonna have to wait. What I do want to excite you about today, though, are a couple of projects that I came up with for you. I didn't have time to prep them all the way, so we're going to make them as we go. And you probably won't mind because we have to cut the cardstock. And from the comments I get on a pretty regular basis, it seems to me like a lot of you need help cutting cardstock. Not that you need help, but you like to see how to cut the cardstock. So, anyway, I have to quick, Karen, it's like bad for you. I know. It is like the juice of the devil. It tastes so good though. Diet Coke is like, I'm sure it takes my brain power away, which is not good. All right. So I'm using the Pop of Pink DSP, and there's this amazing piece that is gold dots, which is amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just reading a comment. We had a sample card with 3 piggies stacked on top of each other wearing ribbon tutus in Amsterdam. Multiple joy. That sounds awesome. Okay, so on here, I'm going to cut my cardstock. And for when you're making a card, the general layer on top is 4 by 5 1/4. Now, if you don't live in the U.S., it is different, but I'm sorry I'm doing U.S. because that's where I live. And that's what I know. I know your measurements are a little different in other countries because your paper is sized a little differently, but I don't know what those measurements are, so we're doing what I know. I stick with what I know. In this case, we're cutting 4 by 5 1/4. Now, these little leftover pieces I tend to hold on to because you can often use them in some fun things. But here's my card. You can see that awesome gold shimmer. So like I said, this is Pop of Pink DSP. It is on the clearance rack, and if I'm not, or not the clearance rack, the retiring list, and if I'm not mistaken, it was discounted too, which is awesome. Though I will admit I did not check to see if it was still available this morning, but it was as of the other day. So I have that. Now I'm going to use an amazing set called Falling Flowers. I think I've posted something with this. I have a new online class for this. In fact, this comes out soon. I have all the cards made for them, and oh my gosh, they're awesome. They really are. I'm kind of proud of myself, actually. But this is such a fun set of stamps. And then the framelits, are kind of awesome too. So I have, well, here's all of them, but like the one I'm going to use because I think it's sitting by my big shot, but that's okay. So there's this cool outline, and then I'm actually going to use this one. I cut it in vellum. What? The vellum is pretty awesome. And then these shapes cut out the different pieces that are in, like these different, it cuts out all the flowers, the leaves, this leaf, this thing, this thing. The flourish isn't cut out, but that's okay because you would not really cut this out. You would put it in the background. And then there's this flower, this leaf, and then this flower in addition to that. So it's really kind of fun. Now, I had to do something with this that was a little different. So I cut it in vellum. Vellum. It's kind of fun. So the way this works is it just adds a nice subtle background, but it's not too like in your face. Now, one of the things that I did, and I think I did show this in my last video, is I die cut up a whole bunch of these. Like I stamped and die cut a whole bunch, and then I stuck them in here so that when I went to make cards, it would be easier to just kind of whip one out. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'm in the mood to like do multiples of things. Of course, that's a really big part of my business is like making samples or making like just die cutting a bunch of things for classes or whatever. So anyway, sometimes I'm in the mood to do this. Sometimes I'm in the mood to make cards. Sometimes I'm in the mood to do like assembly line stuff. So I die cut all these. I'm just going to set this aside, and then I can kind of pull from it. So like here you can see that flower a little better because there it is in a color. And then, oh, thank you, Wanda. Yeah, it is still available. I figured it was. And then you can take one of these pieces, and you can mess around and play with it on your card until you get the desired combo that you like. So it's kind of fun. And I've done this with many sets over the years. I think it's fun. In fact, I'm going to show you, we're going to do another card with another set of framelits that I really like, which is this set, which is the Botanical Blooms one. You can see I went a little nutso when these came out. This is actually pared down. This thing was really full for a long time. But I love having them on hand because then it makes it easier to whip out cards when you're ready to create or design. So, okay. So this is available as an online class. You can get it either online only, online with pre-cut cardstock, or with all the class materials. And the way this one works is if you're going to get the bundle, order it pretty quick because it's while supplies last, because some of the things that I have in it are on the retiring list. Okay, it's on my blog now, though. You can order it. Pamela was smart. She ordered it. She's going to get these awesome cards. Oh, they're so awesome. You're going to be excited. Anyway, what I do like, in fact, actually, this is funny because there was a little bit of a debate on my blog or on my VIP page last week about if this one, Flourishing Phrases or Flower Patch. And it's really hard to pick between them. It's really hard. Yes, the paper is still available, Robbie. It's really hard to choose because they're kind of all awesome, but each has their own merits. So it's up to you. I believe and stand by and live this principle that you can never have enough flower stamps. I do believe that, and I do live it because I have a lot of flower stamps. All right, now let me show you how I put this card together because it's kind of fun. First of all, I'm going to take out, I folded a pool party card because I love the look of pool party in gold. It kind of reminds me of Tiffany's, because I'm classy like that. Though I have no Tiffany's, I'm still classy like Tiffany's. Did you see my gold tiara? Okay. And then, P.S. if you need your own gold tiara, we got them at Target. They're in the hair accessories section. All right. So isn't that, first of all, I just like this. I think that looks nice. You could do anything with this right here and it would be pretty, but let us talk about more. So Pop of Pink is one paper that's is still available. That's what Robbie was talking about. And then there's another pack of paper that comes in this, which is the, let's see, Irresistibly Floral, I believe is the name of it. It's Irresistibly something. Anyway, it is paper, and I had this in a Friday Quickie, not this past Friday, but the week before, and it was how to make embossed resist cards, and the resist paper was the lazy version, which was because it was already ready to go. You didn't have to emboss it yourself, which is awesome. Okay, now to adhere this vellum, you might be saying to yourself, golly, you can really see right through that vellum, and this is nothing but an open hole of framelit. Well, I always have a solution for you, don't I? The reason I mentioned the Irresistibly Yours is because it's in part of this card kit that I'm talking about, just so you know. Sometimes I wonder if you guys comprehend where my brain power goes, because I don't always get it. I know I can be a little random from time to time, but I think you get it. My husband calls it the Dina conversion factor. P.S. He watched my little underwear thing from last week, the 4th of May underwear. May the 4th be with you story I told last week. He did watch that, and he told me he was mad, but I don't think he was, because he smiled too. So, all right. So here's my gooey ribbon. Seriously, Dino, think the words through first. This is my sponge. That's what this is, on a clip on my silicone mat that I'm going to use to add adhesive to the back of my piece of vellum so that it's nice and thin, nobody can see it, and when we're all done, it will adhere to my card, yet still be invisible. Voila! Okay, see, when I think it through, I can get it all the way out. I can say it right. Okay, so isn't that pretty? So we've got that added to our card. Now, I did pull a couple of these. We could do, well, I'll show you my sample. Here's my sample. I think it's with I think this is Calypso Coral, but I'm going to do this one in Verbena Bay just to give you some options, because you know a girl likes to keep her options open. You can see the difference and then choose for yourself which one you think is more amazing. So I am going to pop this up and it'll go on here, but I'm also going to add a little gold thread. So let me grab that out of my drawer here. Uh-oh. Oh, of course I don't, it's not in my drawer. That's not good. I know it's out in my other room because we used it to put class packs together last week. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. This is not good, you guys. I can't find it. Ah! I don't like that. Okay, what if we cheated a little and used copper? Because I do have copper in my office. I'm so sorry. I thought for sure I had some. Okay. If this is gold, if you look close, right? Can you hear, do you see me winking? Okay, hold on. All right, so whenever I'm using metallic thread, what I want to do is I usually, depending on how big of a area I want to cover, I use 2 or 3 fingers to start, and I wrap it around several times. And then I add my 4th finger so that they're not all the same length. And then I'm feeling pretty good about that. So take my scissors and cut. Okay, and then I get this kind of mess of metallic thread. So then what I'm going to do is I want it to be on my card here. Oh, that is just so not gold. So I might not adhere this. But what I would do is put a little bit of glue, either adhesive like a glue dot or my fast fuse, something that it'll stick into but doesn't have to set up. So I wouldn't use like glue for this, like multi-purpose green glue, but I would just put a little bit down here, and then I would make sure that the end goes over the top. Okay. Now I'm also going to place my flower right over the top, and that's what it would look like. All right. Now to finish this off, I'm going to just take and stamp a sentiment. Now I chose the Banners for You stamp set. And I'm going to use the little hello. There's a thanks, a for you, enjoy. Oh, maybe I'll use for you. I kind of like that. So you can see whenever I have these stamps where I've pre-cut some of the things, I put them in a cello bag in my case so they're all together and ready. Isn't that kind of brilliant? I like to be brilliant whenever possible. Sometimes it's a long time in between brilliant things though. Okay, I will grab, now I have a skinny little strip left over from trimming my cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment on that in Pool Party because it kind of ties the whole thing together. Okay. Sorry, Diane, I went looking for some gold metallic thread because it wasn't in my office and I did not find it. Okay, then we'll trim this with either your banner punch if you happen to have one of these retired banner punches, or you can use your triple banner punch. It'll do the same thing. This is just a teeny bit easier. Okay, so I've got that. Then I'm going to close my ink pad. By the way, can I tell you guys, remember last week how I had that white shirt on and you guys were really sweet and said you liked it? It had some lacy stuff and some like embroidered stuff on it. I didn't get any ink on that. No ink. But I did get ice cream on it. I was so sad. Well, actually, can I tell you this story really briefly? And I'm going to be really good and not cry. I was, so last week, right after our Facebook Live, I got a phone call from the daughter of one of my customers. And she called to tell me that her mom died, my dear, sweet Gloria. In fact, Carmen, if you are on here, I know you know Gloria. Some of my customers know her. She was 86 and she's still stamped. If you've ever seen me post stamping granny pictures, she's one of the grannies. Oh, I was just devastated when she called. I was so sad. She was so sweet. And she was like a granny to me. I mean, bless her heart. She had like 66 great grandchildren and grandchildren. It was crazy. But so she died, and it was really sweet because her birthday was Friday, and she needed to go to the nursing home because she's been living on her own, but she wasn't feeling well. So they were going to put her in the nursing home, and she got there and she died the next day. She didn't want to be there, but like as many people who could come see her came and saw her. And had I known, I would have found a way to get there. She had called me about a month ago and said that she goes, "You just lost a customer." And I thought, oh my gosh, what did I do? And she said she couldn't see enough anymore. So she was giving all of her supplies to her family. Her grandkids and great grandkids stamped with her a lot. And she asked if I wanted anything. And I mean, bless her heart. I think I'm all set on supplies though, but I thought it was so sweet that she thought of me. So she asked if I'd come get it. And I said, well, I just had surgery, and she was checking in on me. And, so then obviously I wanted to go. In fact, I was going to bring my kids. I always brought my kids with me when I went up there to see her because she always had treats and my kids loved her. She was a granny to my kids. And every time I talked to her, she said, "I love you." And I was so sad to hear that she passed away, but bless her heart, she was not going to suffer on this earth, and she is reunited with her sweet husband, and she lost a daughter, about 10 or 15 years ago. So, I just was so sad about that. But anyway, okay, so there's my card. I didn't adhere it because I want to put the gold on here because it's bugging me. But this is the up close one with the gold that matches. This is the up close one of the one with the copper that does not match. Okay, so sorry about that. But does that bug you? It bugs me. Okay, but I think this is a really cute, super easy card. Now, of course, if you wanted to substitute different papers, I think this still would be an amazing layout for a card. Okay, now I have one more sample to show you, and I think actually that's pretty. It says it is the same technique, but a little different layout. Isn't that fun? Okay. Now, our next card is a little technique that I wanted to do. This is a watercolor technique. Let me grab my watercolor paper here. And I really like this technique because it's super easy. It requires approximately 0 on the spectrum of stamping or watercoloring skills. So that's good. And it does not... Well, I was going to say it's not messy. It's a little messy. I mean, watercoloring is inherently kind of messy. But let me show you how this comes together. This would work well with those framelits that I was just showing you as well, although I'm going to do something slightly different with it. But this is a really fun technique, and I think... trying to think of the best name for this. I believe watercolor smooshing is probably the best name. That might be it. Or maybe I've also heard it as acetate smacking, but I don't know that any smacking is going to occur today, so just so you know. Now you can do this technique with pretty much anything, but I'm going to show you a couple different versions of it, and then you can pick and decide what you like. So I'm going to go with... how about some bright, happy colors? Oh, I always use these colors, but they are bright and happy. Well, maybe pool party. We'll see. Well, you know what? Actually, let's do like a little bit of a rainbowy kind of effect. How about that? Okay, here we go. So get ready, Sue. We're going to have all kinds of open pads on my workspace, and you're going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to take my ink pads and squeeze the lids to them. Hi, Christy. Well, welcome. This is Pear Pizzazz. So I've So Saffron, Pool Party, Pear Pizzazz, Peekaboo Peak, and Flirty Flamingo. Okay, now you also are going to need something plastic, and this is where it can be kind of vague as to what you use. I am going to use a piece of cello bag, and it is going to do the trick. You can use literally like a Ziploc bag. You could use a piece of window sheet, all kinds of stuff. Yes, Melinda, thank you. Thursday, Karen, I'm going to do it Thursday, and the reason is because my my card club meets Thursday morning, and that way it will be available for them. And then Thursday night, my established customers can check it out before like the crowds of people come, assuming the crowds of people come. Let's hope the crowds of people come. Okay, so then the other thing that you're going to need is an aqua painter. Okay, so I've got my aqua painter here, and I'm going to start by kind of wetting down my area, and then I'm also going to move my pads around just slightly. I guess I only need to switch one so that they're like in rainbow order. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is swoosh this around, and I'm going to pick up the color and put it on here, and I'm going to do a little bit of each color, and I'm not doing this perfectly. Oh, bad things happened just then. Look at that. That is like bad. I have an old rag here that I use as a cleaner. I will clean this out later with a wet wipe, just because that'll bug me. I say I'm not anal, but it's possible that I am a little. Okay. Then we have this. Okay. Now, and there's actually lots of different ways you can do this, but I have I think, a very pretty little rainbowy gradient situation happening here. But then what I'm going to do is actually take and get some color on my acetate. Now you can also color on with your markers. You can color directly with your ink pad. You can do a lot of different things. But I like to start with a little color on there because it helps. Okay, so you can see I just rubbed a little on, and now I'm just kind of smooshing it on the color. And what this does is it sort of gives me a funky effect, and then it starts blending, okay? And like I said, there's lots of different ways you can do it, but this is how I'm going to do it for today's project. Then again, I'm going to take this pad, and are you freaking out, all of you guys who hate it when I leave opening pads on my stuff? Here we go. So then again, I'm smooshing it on here, and the color gets a little bit more intense, you can see. Okay, and then sometimes you need to add a little bit more water. Oh, this just fell on the floor, figures. Okay, now you can start, and actually maybe the next one we'll do is we'll start with a dry card, but I kind of like starting with some color on there just because it helps really get things brighter. Now when you get too much on here, that's when you can kind of come back and, like, that's turning into some ugly things. We're gonna fix that. Okay, so then my next color is yellow, and I'm just gonna keep, I'm wiping this off to sort of clean it on my little towel thing. A paper towel would work too. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of color on here and smoosh it down. And do you see how it's getting brighter and brighter and kind of messier and messier? And then there's sort of texture happening too. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to my next color. I'm gonna go over here. And now here's where I really need some help because this is, bad things are happening here. There we go. Okay. And then last but not least, that's why I like watercolor paper, because when bad things happen, you can usually resurrect it. Look at all these Sue. Okay. And then last but not least, got some Pool Party. I kind of went a little crazy with the Pool Party, but I mean, let's be honest, that's a good color. Okay, so you can see, look at, now that's what I really was going for, was these marks. Okay, so that is a nice little spectrum of color. We're going to set that aside and let it dry, but I'm not done yet, don't worry. Let's pull another piece of watercolor paper, and I'll show you using just a little bit of water on here, and then smooshing our acetate around a bit. Okay, so we get some cool patterns. I'm going to add some more color. This one I'm going to do a little bit less color on here. So now I've got some Pool Party. And oops, I forgot to add color. Does make a difference. But then what this really is good at is it kind of gets the color mixing. If you clean this off and then kind of just smoosh, you really get colors. Things are happening. Now the other thing you can do is take your clear plastic and put some color on there. Spritz it or just put it on. And just doing that kind of mixes up the colors a bit. Okay? Isn't that cool? But look at what I love is the suction-y thing with the plastic on here really gets the color going, you know? Okay. Now, ooh, I just saw somebody shared my video, and I would just say thank you. Who was that? Let me just go back. Robin, thank you for sharing my video. Pretty please, would you guys do that? It helps me a lot when you share my video. And I have prizes for that. I'm going to have another new catalog prize giveaway today. I think what I'm going to give away. Are you prepared for this? Because it's kind of awesome. I'm going to give away the Daisy stamp set and punch that are coming in the new catalog. Oh, what? So the way you get entered in that, the Daisy punch and you know, that kind of makes me think I might not have posted who won last time's drawing. The Daisy punch and the stamp set that coordinates with it. I can't think of the name, but I showed it to you last week. That is, look at this. See, then the colors meld together. Isn't that cool? That's how you get entered. The other way is to place an order on the host code this week. And I use the dates, so you have until Sunday. Uh-huh. Isn't that fun? Okay, now what do we do with this? We're going to do something awesome with it, obviously. I mean, we wouldn't do not awesome things. I'm going to close this before anybody has an aneurysm. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate that. That's awesome. You can put it in the comments. That's wonderful. I will say that this is open to U.S. residents only, and the reason is because shipping to other countries is extremely expensive, especially because I'm going to ship a punch. Other countries don't like to take heavy things from the U.S. I'm just going to say that. Okay, so I have my two backgrounds, and I think we can do lots of fun things with this. My intention was to put a dragonfly over that. I like that. The dragonfly is so pretty, of course, and you know what? Here, we're going to sweeten the deal. Whoever wins the stamp set is going to get this card as well. Okay, so we'll have to make it a thank you card. So don't forget to share. And then again, if you place an order, you'll also be entered to sharing into this drawing. So Share or order equals drawing for free product. Share or order equals drawing for free stuff. Okay. Do you like how I wrote that there? All right. So I'm going to add my Dragonfly Wings. I, of course, have to get them on there nice. Now, I like putting some Winkostella under those wings because I just think that's right. That's what you should do. So I'm going to be a little bit fast and loose with it because I'm just going to... Oh, do you see how it picked up that Winkostella? Dang it. But we got some under there. That's all that matters. Okay, so we got some Winkostella under the wings. We covered up the mess because Winkostella will see it picks up the color from underneath. Okay, then adhesive. We need adhesive. Is this dry? No, this is not quite dry yet. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Hold on. Let's work on this one for a second. Let's see. What should we do here? Ooh, I just thought of something. This kind of goes with the next project I'm gonna show you, or one of them. What if we took something out of here? I know I have some white flower. Well, I thought I had some white flowers. Ooh, well, this could work. I really wanted white flower. Do you like how the... Ooh, yeah, maybe I'll just die cut one of those. So, oh, yay, this is what I was looking for. Happy dance. Okay. So, okay. There we go. That's what I was looking for. But we could add... See, this is why it's so awesome having all these pre-cut for yourself, because then you can just kind of add in where you want, and then it's easy. So if you thought you didn't need this, I hate to tell you, but you were wrong. You totally need this. It's amazing. Okay, so we'll put that in the center. Do you like where this is going? Okay, but we're going to let this one dry a little bit too. But you know what I want to do with this? I do want to stamp on my leaves. We can tuck another one in here. Boom. Ooh, you know what else? Ooh, I know what else we could do. Okay. Do you guys like how the creative process works with me? Because you just never know what's going to happen. All right. I'm going to grab... Gosh, it's like my office is empty of products. It's not, though. Anybody who's been here before can attest to that. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to grab... You know, I can be pretty good on the fly. I was talking to my friends at my little retreat this weekend, and I was talking about how I really like doing Facebook Lives, and they're like, that is hard. But these are the people who like to edit their videos, and I don't like editing my videos. Okay, so here is the Botanical Bloom stamp set. And do you remember, this is on my must-have list, and it is discounted. Do you remember that card? That's kind of like my prize stamping project ever. But this stamp has all these cool things that stamp on top of the images, which I love. So let us take, and can you see how well loved this set has been? But again, those framelits are what make it so amazing. The center pieces and whatnot, I love them. In fact, we could even pull out one more little centerpiece. And this is the brilliance in having a whole bunch of them cut up ahead of time, because then you can just pull out what you want when you want it. Let me see if I can find one in here. Oh yeah, there we go. I wanted a little white flower. There we go. Okay, so do you remember that part at the beginning when I said I wasn't going to go that long today? Yeah, I'm laughing too. Whatever. When the creative juices go, you can't stop it. I mean, that's just crazy. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp this on here. That wasn't really lined up, but that's okay. This one should be better. Oh yeah. All right. Then it's getting there. I'm gonna have to pull my heat gun out. Hold on. Heat guns are for people who are impatient. Okay. So I think I will put both of these cards in if you win. How's that for a special deal? Okay. So, oh, goodness. Now what I'm going to do is glue dot this one on to the center. Now, of course, I will post all of the pictures of all these projects onto my blog so that you can see them again. And then I will also link to my store. I usually have that post done on Wednesday. I didn't this week because I was traveling Wednesday, but I did get it up. It's last week's post is on there. I'm going to do silver thread on this card. And we'll do the same thing where we put some adhesive down right here. And then we put this over the top and just make sure the ends are in, because what we're stamping on top of it is gonna, oh my gosh, look at how pretty my little thing is. That was pretty random, I know, sorry. Okay, I will pop up my flower, because you know I like things popped up, because it would be kind of crazy not to pop this up. Isn't this pretty? I really like this card. Wow. Then I'll tuck these underneath here. Have you ever seen the, like, silly things you see them on Facebook or Pinterest, and it's like a cake making fail where the cake says happy birthday and then it's written out underneath that and then the name of the person. Have you ever seen that on Facebook? I saw that just the other day and I just said underneath that and I thought of it. I'm sorry, that was another random thought by Dina, but it was funny. Underneath that. That just cracks me up. Okay, so here's another one of the flowers. This flower is in Soft Sky. I did use Pool Party here, but no one will know. We'll stick that right there, and then we're going to put this flower in the middle. Okay, like that. And then, but wait, there's more. I'll put some rhinestones in the center of these. There's new faceted rhinestone gem things that are really cool coming in the new catalog. I showed them last time. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? I'm kind of proud of myself. I do every once in a while make some pretty awesome cards, I think. Okay, but now the real question is, what color do we stamp the sentiment in for this one? Whew, that's a tricky question. Obviously, we're going to put it on a Pool Party card. Okay, and then yeah, that looks good. Gotta get my paper cutter. Okay, so we're gonna cut cardstock. Now my favorite cardstock layer is 1/8 of an inch because it's just a little peek out the side. So this piece of watercolor paper is 4 3/8. Goodness, who came up with that? 4 3/8 by 3. I think this is supposed to be 3 1/8, roughly. It will look like 3 1/4. So we'll add 1/8 of an inch to that. So we have 3 3/8 by 4 1/2. It should be. Let's see. Oh, it even worked. So when you add 1/8 of an inch to your layer, you get the skinny layer. When you add 1/4 of an inch, you get a little bit thicker layer. And that's pretty. Oh my gosh, isn't this card pretty? Sentiment in black to pop. Okay, the vote is in. You guys said so. We'll do it. That's what I was headed for too. I really think this is pretty. Now, I've kind of done my cardinal sin in stamping, which is I adhered the whole dang thing together before I put a sentiment on here. I probably should have not done that. Let's see. What sentiment do I use? How about you're the best? I kind of like that. You're the best. And then I'll use that thank you on the other one. This is from the set All Things Thanks. I believe this is in the Occasions catalog. It's carrying over though. Now I'm going to do what I always do with my rubber stamps, which is trim them. You can see I'm cutting at an angle. I'm not cutting straight up and down. I'm cutting at an angle because I want the base, the foam, to be wider than the rubber. But this will prevent me from catching those edges by accident, because after all, I did break my cardinal sin of stamping, which is I adhered the whole dang thing together before I stamped, and I don't like doing that. In case I mess up, I can fix things. Okay, so you're the best. Looks pretty good. I never put my labels on the back. I save them, but I just never do it. And the reason is because I hate when they don't stick. They stick really well like this. Now, actually this weekend when I was stamping with my friends, one of them, Kelly, put her labels on a stamp set, and then she put glue, like green glue on the back, let it dry completely, just right on top of the label. You can see right through it. Then it'll stick to your blocks. I haven't done that because I'm worried that the glue will stick to my blocks and make my blocks really yucky, and I don't want that to happen. So I haven't done that, but I could. Okay. You're the best. So cute. That is a good looking card. Oh my gosh. Love it. So pretty. Okay. So don't forget to share my video to get entered, as well as if you place an order, you'll be entered. And maybe if you place an order to be entered, you'll be entered twice. I'm just saying. Okay. Now I've taken and adhered my... Ooh, look at all the love. That's nice. Thank you guys. Okay. I'm going to take and put my Dragonfly right over the top. I'm going to stamp my thank you. Oh, you know what? This probably should have some... Sorry, I removed my Dragonfly. You don't have to do it in this order. It's up to you. I'm going to add some more thread because I think it looks pretty. You know what? I'm going to use up... I'm going to put my silver away for a sec. I'm going to use my copper since we had that out and this is almost over, or empty. I should really just use this. Okay. So I'm going to wrap around 3 of my fingers, and then I'll do 4 of my fingers. And I put quite a bit on here just because this is a bigger image. Okay. Now I'll put some adhesive right here. This is where the body is going to go, so it'll cover it all up. Don't worry. And then you can just kind of stick some of the ends in there. Again, you don't even have to have a lot in there. You just have to have something in there. And then do you see how disastrously bad that looks? We're going to cover it up, so it's fine. So you just get some in there. And then we're going to put that right over the top. Like nobody saw what happened. That did not happen. Okay, so that's pretty. It has a fun little touch on there. And then we're going to stamp thank you. I don't think I can quite fit it right there, so we might have to do it over here. We'll stamp thank you. Will that fit? I don't think so. I want it to fit. All right. There we go. Thank you. It's a little crooked, but it'll work. Okay, now for this one, I want this to pop it up and really make sure that it stands out. So we're going to put a black layer behind. So I might, we'll see, this black layer might just be the right size, but maybe not. Oh, not quite. But look, that's pretty close. We'll trim it. And this piece was, I think, a little bigger. This was 3.5, so we'll do 3 5/8 on here, like so. And then we're going to do one more thing to this. Because what do you think this card is missing? Anybody have any ideas? What could it possibly be missing? That's right, some spritzing. Oh, that's beautiful. How do you like those apples? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, bling. That's a good idea, Karen. Bling. We could do bling. I'm going to take a Peekaboo Peach card base to put on here. And ooh, look, ooh, I'm smudging it left and right. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's the ticket. I like this a lot. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. I think we'll pop it up. What did I do with my dimensionals? Here they are. You'll be shocked to know they were under a stamp set. Okay, so we'll do that. And then stick it on. Okay. I have one more project, but I'm actually not going to demonstrate it. If I do, maybe I'll make a separate video because I do kind of need to get off from Facebook Live here so I can get the rest of my day going. But isn't that kind of fun? I like the textures and colors and everything in here. So it's a really fun technique. Now I had one more project that I was going to share with you, but this I didn't have die cut yet. So here it is. I cased this, well, the idea of the strawberries in the basket from somewhere. But there's a couple things I want to point out about this card. First of all, I used the tags and labels Framelits. These are amazing. And they're on the discontinued list, which bums me out in a big fat way. So I believe I have 2 sets of these, so I highly recommend having them. You can see there's tags and there's labels, and I do believe I'm missing 1 or 2 of the labels. That's just not on here right now. But these are so perfect for so many things. I made the most adorable card, at least I think so. Last week, I think it's in here. Yeah. Look at this. I made this last week in a video, and it's so simple. It's just a label popped up on a card. Super easy. That's the Just Keep Swimming stamp set. But isn't that cute? Monster Hugs. This was in my Cards for Kids post last week. Another thing on here that I used is the basket bunch stamp set and Framelits. Those 2 are being discontinued. These are in the Occasions catalog, and I'm really sad to see those go. Also, the strawberries are from well, actually, we're going to do one more quick card. I'll show you because I remembered what else I wanted to do with this. But the strawberries are from the Cool Treats bundle. So the stamp set and coordinating Framelits. You can see there's stamps that match with it as well as the dies. So the dies are amazing because there's so many pieces. Here's this little strawberry, and I will tell you what I did is I die cut each one of them twice. So for this card, I had to die cut 10 strawberries, and I know that seems like a lot of work, and it kind of was, but it was so cute. And what I was doing is I knew I wanted to make one, so when I would die cut something, I just had this sitting next to my Big Shot so that I would just die cut it when I was running something else through because it's so tiny, you can just throw it in there. So I did 5 in red, 5 in olive, and then what I did is on the olive one, I kept the olive one solid, but on the red one, so that was the bottom layer, on the red one I just cut off the red top, this part right there, and then I adhered it to the solid olive one. Here's the one I did it the opposite way, and that was hard. This way, you can see the red layer. I just cut off the top of the red one and then glued it right on top of the solid, or the whole olive one. And that's how I did these. But can you see this one I did the other way, and that was really hard to glue this teeny tiny piece to here. It's much easier to do it the other way. But anyway, so on here, this is a really sweet card. It does, I mean, like I said, it takes a little while, but if you just have it sitting by your Big Shot every time you run something else through, just throw one of these strawberries on, and before you know it, you'll have all of them. And then this is just a strip of DSP. So easy and quick, right? Okay, so I really like this. Now, this is not being retired at all. It will be in the new catalog, so don't stress about that. But the basket one won't. And I do have an online class for this. These are so flippin' sweet, these little basket things, and they are so much more than just Easter. In fact, in my online class, the majority of my projects are not Easter projects, or the cards, I should say. There's Easter treats in there as well, but most of them aren't. Let me just set these aside, and I will bring them all in at the very end. But I'm going to do one more quick card because I wanted to do that with this. So again, I keep, let me see if I can pull this out without dumping them all. So you've seen on my table, I have all these sponges in a little bowl. Then of course, I have my David, my mascot, and my new mascot, which is my giraffe. But I also have, behind all that, I'm pulling out this. This is a little container I have of all sorts of die cut pieces. And I keep them in here because it's really easy to grab them. Now, these are generally ones that are not, I don't put them back in the case or the piece, the stamp set they belong in, because like there's a bunch of stitched shapes that doesn't go with a specific stamp set per se. So I just stick these pieces in here. So like this doesn't go with a stamp set, but I just want to pull a couple of these out. But I keep these in here. Or the other thing is they're like, I cut them for something and I didn't use them, or I changed my mind or whatever. So I just keep them all in here. You can see I do have a bunch of these tags and labels because they're so awesome. Okay. But let me show you where I'm going with that. So that's ready to go. Again, it just helps when you're stamping. You don't want to have to wait to die cut something sometimes. So I pulled out a couple of these bigger ones. And then what I'm going to do is show you how easy it is to make something quick with these. So I am going to use my Cool Treat stamp set. This has not seen much love from me quite yet. Just because I haven't gotten to it. I've been so busy. So what if we took, oh, I just love this. I'm trying to find something that'll fit on here. These are a little bigger than I thought they'd be. Will this fit? No. These are totally bigger than I thought they would be. Okay, that's okay. Ooh, we'll do this one. There we go. This one, and why is this so hard? Here we go. This is what I want. I have a wicked way of tempting you. Yeah, I know. I'm bad. Oh wait, we're going to do it on this bigger one. But isn't there? Okay, we can do this in the stamp. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you like how you get to listen to the live version of this all happening? Whoa. I think my framelit for this is out in my classroom. Okay. Then after this, I am done. I got work to do. I got to keep you guys inspired. That takes time behind the scenes. Okay, so we're going to stamp the ice cream. I'm trying to do this without die cutting just because it's faster, but you could totally do this with die cutting. And we'll do this piece in Pink Pirouette, just because it's pretty. I know they do cut smaller. I'm just trying to not use them at this moment. It's going to be way cuter if I die cut them though. Maybe I'll die cut them and then post it to my blog for you, just so I can get it. Okay, but then we're going to stamp some sprinkles on here. Where are the sprinkles? Here we go. I know these do cut out smaller than the stamp, and that is so you get the whole stamp. Okay. So there's sprinkles on here. This is so much cuter for die cut. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. See, that's what happens when you get all these bonus cards, is they're not always perfect. Okay, so then we'd pop this up on the card. It would be super simple and really cute. And then we could just say something like, "You're sweet," or "You're the cherry to my sundae," but we don't have a cherry and we don't have a sundae. So let's just do happiest birthday. I hope your day is as sweet as you are. How about that? Happiest birthday. It's so hard stamping live. See, maybe my friends have a point. Stamping live is fine. See, here's the difference is I don't care if my cards aren't perfect for you, because you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to do. And then I'll fix them in the blog posts. They're amazing. All right. I'm going to stamp this. See how I already have so much glue on my blocks? That's why I'm worried about doing it where you put your labels on. No, Lisa, no ribbon. I'm keeping super simple. But I will die cut these because I think it'll be cuter. So happiest birthday, and then we'll take I hope your day is as sweet as you are, and then we're going to stamp that in a little brighter color right here. Because we want this card, ooh, well, no, we'll put it down here. We want this card to be really simple. Okay, isn't that cute? And then this is popped up, and it's cuter when you die cut them. In fact, I'm not even going to pop it up because I'm going to remake it with the die cut pieces. But I'll stamp these, die cut them out, and then pop them up, and you'll see how much way cuter it's going to be. If you, okay, now, so Lisa does have a good point. If you totally did, want to add some ribbon, here's where you could put some that it would keep it real simple, but still be cute. And it's a great way to use your scrap. So I just had this piece of scrap ribbon left over, and I'm sure you guys have this where you have leftover ribbon pieces. What if you put this? I'm going to cut it in half. It's just 2 little strips, and I crisscross them underneath, and then I popped this up on top. Boom. That's a cute, easy card. All right, now you're going to die when I die cut it because it's going to be way cuter. not as cute as this one is. But I still think it's cute. I think it just will be cuter when I die cut it. So anyway, that is how I made that card. So let's bring in everything that I did today. And then I'm going to say goodbye. But I will post all this stuff. You can rewatch the video. If you are watching this from the rerun, if you're not live with us right now, of course, so you can still share that video. You have all week to do it. I'll announce the winner next week, and I really will. Wait, I did another card, didn't I? Yeah, this one. And then there was, here. We'll move this before Sue dies. We don't want that to happen. Okay, there's that one and that one. Gosh, those are some fun cards I did today. And then I showed this one, so boop, because it's so dang cute, isn't it? And then this was kind of my alternative, but since I couldn't find my gold, I didn't put it together because I'm sort of anal that way. But, oh, oops, I just flipped it on the ground. This one is Calypso Coral, and then this one was Bermuda Bay until it fell on the floor. So there you go, guys. Again, anything you want to order, remember that retiring is only available guaranteed for stamp sets until the 22nd. So make sure you get in on any stamp sets that you might want. Several of these are discounted, like my these stamps and Framelits. I believe both are on are discounted, which is amazing. Then I have posted a few online classes in the last couple weeks. One is the Falling Flowers online class, so that's coming up soon. If you missed the Eastern Palace, you can still get in on that special. That card class is coming up soon. I just finished the last project for it while I was at my friend's house over the weekend, and I was really excited what I came up with, I might add. And then, of course, you'll also, if you order both the Premier Bundle plus that one roll of ribbon, you'll get the 25 tutorials plus the online class for free. The online class is $25, so it's a really good deal. And then I have an online class for this one. I've actually had an online class for this one. I'm going to have an online class for this one. And then this right here is just on your must-have list. It just is. So I hope I've inspired you a ton. The online class for this one comes with that Pop-Up Pink paper. It also comes with the Irresistibly Yours paper that I showed last week in a video. So there you go. Oh, and then wait, I did show you 2 other cards that were preview cards. So let me pull those out too, so you can see them. I will have... They were under stuff. So I showed this card at the very beginning. I didn't demonstrate it. I just showed it to you. I will demonstrate it at some point. Same with this one. I'm sure I'll demonstrate this at some point. But those are 2 of my preview cards that I'd made while I was at my little retreat weekend. And then I will have product shares coming. I will probably post those next week. I'm going to have my garage sale. Here's the host code that you can use. And then don't forget to share as well as order. That will get you entered into the drawing for the Daisy stamp set and coordinating punch that's coming in the new catalog, which is like a $30-some value. It's a pretty sweet deal. So make sure you get entered in on that. And if you have any questions about any of that, just comment here on this post, or comment in my YouTube, or comment wherever you know I'll answer you. Oh my gosh, Amy, good luck with your surgery. Amy is having a knee replacement, I think. So I hope that helps. My aunt had a hip replacement last week and she's already feeling amazing. So that's super awesome. And I know Amy's been struggling with her knee. So I hope that you get lots of relief with your surgery, Amy. For the rest of you, thank you so much for joining. I'm always so happy to have you, and I will be back again next week, guys. Bye.